dealing with here. In Hebrewism, they're going to tell you that you cannot ascend upon the Father, not unless you are circumcised. Well, how does that mean when it comes to women? Not unless you are circumcised. They're not talking about the physical circumcision of the penis, because hell, you can wait till you down there 40 and get circumcised. That ain't nothing. They're not talking about that. And the ancient Egyptians, the ancient Hebrews, and all of them was talking about circumcision. It was real common in the ancient culture. But they said that you cannot ascend to the heaven realm without a circumcised penis. Without a circumcised penis. It was not talking about the physical doggone penis, because some people are women. You got two penises. If you have two penises, you have the penis phallus symbol down here, and you have the penis in your brain called the pineal gland. And an uncircumcised pineal gland is a calcified pineal gland that doesn't secrete melanin. So uncircumcised people is talking about the European mutant with an uncircumcised pineal gland, the penis in the brain. Because both of these symbols, both of this track, is connect when you're dealing with the whole sexual tantra, which you're supposed to be getting down and screwing. Seriously. That's a form of control to keep you from going to the high level and raising your kundalini energy, which is a sexual energy. You see what I'm saying? So uncircumcised pineal gland is uncircumcised people. Then they're talking about who are these unclean people. They're talking about white people with an uncircumcised pineal gland. You see what I'm saying? With an uncircumcised pineal gland. Check. Yeah. You see. And they circumcise the boy to symbolize the circumcised pineal gland, as well as other health physical reasons. But this is the mysteries on these particular things that we're dealing with right now. Y'all all right? Okay. Let's go on. Let's see what else we can conjure up. Okay. Let's see what else we can conjure up. Okay. Let's deal with this stuff. Okay. Melanin in new science. Anytime you hear quantum physics, they talk about melanin. Melanin in quantum physics is called chaos. Give me a good picture of chaos. The chaos field. Hold on 1 minute. Get a good picture of the chaos field. Melanin in quantum physics is called chaos. Here's a good picture of chaos, which is how your melanin looks. Okay, this is chaos. You see, you'll see stuff like that, that's chaos. That means melanin never stop moving just like the God. And that's the way you dance. I figured in 1977, I said, damn, they done made all the dances that they can make up. But they still inventing them damn things. And they better than the ones damn near 18 years ago. That's because there's no limit on what black people can do. You see what I'm saying? Because you can't put a doggone mathematical equation on chaos. I see some niggas move a certain damn way. You can't. I mean, motherfuckers do some shit, man, and break that. Watch Soul Train now. The sisters be trying to act cute now, that model bull guy. Watch the brothers now. You ever see the brother on Soul Train? This nigga be doing some stuff, man. It ain't none of that. You see, the white boy done got all that new stuff, backsliding, all that old shit. It'll take them about a couple of years to learn our stuff. The niggas will come out with some new shit, and I said, they'll never get that one. They got some new shit now. They flip on the back of their head and be doing some stuff. You ever see this stuff? And come back. I say, man, that's chaos. That's chaos. That's war. You can't doggone put a damn mathematical equation on H2O. H2O is equivalent to celestial waters of the Nile. Celestial waters of the abyss. Chaos. That's what black people are. That's what melanin is. And that's how you really operate on the higher realms. You're a god. When I get into this hidden history of the earth in a few minutes. The chaos sphere. At first, on the earth, we came from shamanistic. This is stuff that you're scared of now. Amateur spirit. You used to worship stuff where you used to take stuff and use your magic and operate the universe through your own powers. Then you went to religionists. And so the pagan thing here means the people. You say, oh, that's a pagan shit. You don't even know what pagan means. Pagan means the people. It means the ancient black people. It means the people. That's what pagan means. It's an ancient word for people. Who people they talking about? Black people. Oh, that's some pagan shit. You don't even know what pagan means. Pagan means the people. You talk against yourself. When we started going, this was spirit. And when we start going into the physical body, we had to go into the mystery system and use the formulas to get back to the Godhead. Then came monotheists. That's when stuff started breaking down. Because see, the monotheistic is the priests then, they got the ego. They tell you, now, we don't want you to deal with your magic and all your multiplicity thing. We want you to worship old spook thing and be feared of him.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Then the white boy come up here, atheist and a nihilist and a rationalist. That's the crack of this. This is the education that you so much love. It's not logical. Rationale. You see what I'm saying? That's left brain. You see what I'm saying? That's not logical. Reality is only what you tell yourself it is. You understand what I'm saying? The physical world is only an illusion, a series of events that don't exist. A film projector replaying dreams while your original self is in hibernation sleeping. And the physical world is just a series of roads. It does not exist. That's why you stuck in the physical. That's why it should be in the world but not of the world. You see? And now you're going back to the chaos sphere, the original Godhead. The chaos sphere. Pan, demon. Pan is the ancient word for the god foot. You see the Greek god Pan, which you get those horns with the devil. You thinking the devil, that's another ancient symbol for black man and black woman with the star head. Pan demon. The demon that they're talking about is energy, not no demonic spook spirit. It's demonic spook spirits are those ones who don't have melanin and hear voices in their head. But to you, that's your damn ancestors and other ones on the other side. You see, other ones on the other side. This is what you're going back to the chaos sphere. Chaos sphere. That's what we are, chaos. Chaos. A state of things which change is supreme. You always change it. That's why you don't hold on to nothing. You invented jazz, now all the white boys play jazz. You don't even play jazz now.
You don't want it.
You invented doggone blues, now all the white boys playing blues. You see what I'm saying? You invented everything else. Now, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You go to another level. You see what I'm saying? State of change. Niggas always changing. Okay? Now, this is beautiful here. Why can't niggas get together? Niggas are unorganized. Chaos. A unorganized state of primordial matter before creation.
Oh, okay.
Now, let me explain this to you. If it can be contained, it is dead, stagnant energy. At one time, the white boy was in the cave. You see what I'm saying? Now the white boy has had a behavioral modification where he acts more humane than you do. You killing each other all up, shaking your booty and stuff, wearing strings up your ass and all kind of stuff. Let's be serious about this stuff. Right? White boy act like he's civilized. But to be civilized in a world that's torn down means if you are in order with a world that's going out, that means you go out with the world.
That's right.
See what I'm saying?
Yes.
It says chaos and unorganized primordial matter. You are unorganized now because you have outgrown this world. You gave it to the white boys.
Okay.
You outgrew this world 2,000 years ago. You said, well, we're going into hibernation and get this shit up to the white boys.
That's right.
Just the physical low level.
Yep.
We're going to another dimension. So you've outgrown this world, and so now you are unruly, unorganized, uncouth, everything, because you are ripe for the world to come. Who is the most ripe man? Who is the most... Listen, let me explain something to you. In science, you have 0 and you have 9. 1 through 9, that's all you got. You can double up on that stuff, but it's 1 through 9 is the number. 9 is completion. 1 is creation. 0, it comes from the ancient word zibo, ancient Atlantean word zibo, which means the circle. And the circle is talking about the black dot, which is creation. And from the whole of the womb, you get the damn completion. The numbers. 1 through 9. You see what I'm saying? Now listen to this. In 1 through 9, if you have an energy, and it goes from 0 and it's in 1, that means that energy still has potential. As long as it's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When it gets to 9, it's dead energy because it's hit the wall and there is no more potential. In order for it to either continue to be greater than 9, it must go all the way back to the death state, die, and become nothing, because the nothing you get the absolute. So now you have become a nothing people. So who is the most advanced people on the planet? You see that brother out there with that old English bottom? He's the most advanced. Because he has become nothing, which means when the dimension changes, he will have all the potential. So you have to become to the nothingness. So it's almost like going back in the womb and being born again. Getting back to that nothingness. Taking 9 months to get out and all your fucking life to get back in some vagina.
Okay.
Or penis. Only reason why you have a woman is because a woman is the feminine half that you are longing for. Is the reason why you got to get with the sister. And the sister is the masculine half that you are longing for, because both people have two natures. Man is not man unless man is feminine. Woman is not woman unless woman is masculine. Half and half. It's half. Man is not man unless man is half feminine. Woman is not woman unless woman is half masculine. You understand what I'm saying? And all of it is feminine. No such thing as masculine. No such thing as masculine. This ain't no homosexual stuff. No such thing as masculine. Masculine does not exist. Because when you go to the ancient stuff, when you go to the ancient goddesses, let's deal with this mess. We ain't talking about religion. See, if we say we want to learn knowledge, we can't get in a group and limit ourselves based on the bylaws of the damn group. And the group does not espouse the feminine principle to the utmost. You say, no, I ain't going to deal with that. There's no such thing as masculine. The dualities that you talk about, if you go to the goddesses and study the goddess, you'll see a warrior goddess and you'll see a mother goddess. You see the goddess Sekhmet, you see the goddess Isis, you see the goddess Heru. Why they have all the aspects? Because there's no such thing as masculine. It's just that the masculine half of the feminine has been named masculine. And they cut it off. It's all feminine. You are all chaos. And we're not talking about the androgynous being, because the androgynous being is your species half. We're talking about your nature. The nature, what you call, there is a masculine nature, which is an aggressive, not aggressive, it's called it's the manifest nature. And the other one is unmanifest.
Right.
Not this. The unmanifest is less. The unmanifest is more powerful because it gives birth.
That's right.
So the man is nothing but a manifested female. A woman is nothing but an unmanifested female, the one that gives the life. You understand what I'm saying? Well, you can't give no life unless you have the male. I beg you not. A woman can have a baby without a man.
That's right.
A woman can go in Tibet at certain times of certain cycles. They can semen. First of all, the liquid semen carries what is called solar-phatic energy, which the rays of the sun of Sirius gets trapped into your semen, because the sun goes in your void and turns into semen, liquid semen that can be used for the physical. And you have the baby through that way, through the vaginal fluids in the semen. Basically, the semen is solar-phatic energy. So if a woman at a certain time, and she knew the art, she can fashion her vagina at a certain time and a certain time of the month, and she can get pregnant by the sun. They can do it in Tibet right now. This is real deal knowledge. Deal with it or let it alone. Because you can't be no high priest, call yourself a high priest, and be anti-woman. You see what I'm saying? And not only that, too, see, it happened in a lot of Hebrew stuff and a lot of doggone Christian stuff where at that time, when outside races got our material, there was a lot of homosexual, xenophobic stuff. So they changed all the scriptures around and make it negative. But man cannot get to his high level, not unless he knows woman. You got to go in the vagina and be born again. Moses went to the 49th level of the Kabbalah, but he did not attain the 50th degree of understanding, which is the sphere of Bina, which is the great brother, the 50th degree. He got 49. Moses couldn't get 50. Bina, understanding, the mother of created world, Saturn, the blackness, the womb, the kitty cat, the womb. He couldn't get to the 50th degree because he stopped sleeping with his wife. Fucked up. You don't hit it, you can quit it. In ancient spiritual knowledge, The woman is the spiritual woman. I know you must have a problem with this. Believe me, sister, listen. What I'm trying to say, sister, is, listen. This is, the reason why it sounds funny is because you have been taught moral laws that have nothing to do with the real spiritual thing. It's something that the priest learned, and it's something that the doggone people in the street learn.
That's right.
And since then, and the people in the street learn laws to behave, to be obedient. That has nothing to do with the spirit world whatsoever.
Go ahead.
Then that's what the priest learned. And the priest learned stuff where sex and the divine essence of femininity and the divine essence of the great cosmic being is the most divine. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the difference. So if this sounds like stuff that you never heard before, well, that's what knowledge is. You see, the problem is we grew up in America. That's what knowledge is. The word for knowledge, the word science is to know. And knowledge is to know. And if you already knew it, that means you ain't learning knowledge. That's called intellectual liberation masturbation. Just jacking off ain't producing nothing. Stagnant energy.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Tell the truth.
And the reason why we can't get nowhere is because people come up and tell us what we want to hear, not what we need to hear.
That's right. Break it down.
That's how the flam man can come and get all your money.
That's right.
Telling you what you want to hear and have you going to the bank and drawing out all your money. And he gets down on it. And that is the conditioning. Education means educare, to draw out. If it's hidden, you don't know nothing about it.
That's right.
So if it's something that you know, that's not knowledge. That's not knowledge. That's why you go to the church and you go, amen. Well, if it's amen, that means that you agree to it, you must already know about it. And if the preacher's telling you something you already know about, that ain't knowledge. And that's the problem. We don't get knowledge. There's a difference between knowledge and inspiration. Inspiration is something to make you feel good, but outside of leaving in the street, tomorrow you might be the same nigga. Might be all hurt and I'm confused. The key to the universe and the key to God is knowledge. Wisdom. It's called gnosis, knowing. And what happens about knowledge is, let me tell you how knowledge is. Truth is stranger than fiction, and this is how you know you're getting knowledge. Because when knowledge makes you flinch and you go, ooh, that's some rough stuff. that means that it's got to be knowledge. If it was the stuff that you agreed to, you understand what I'm saying? If it's something that you agreed to, that's not knowledge. You see what I'm saying? So what it is we've been taught these ways. You see what I'm saying? You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Check? That's what the deal is. So anybody can come and teach you something that you want to know. You understand where I'm coming from?